And hello, everyone. Every one of you here must have heard of the word of global talent. It is a pretty well-known word. In 2013, the Nikkei Business has covered the special feather stories about the global talents for months. Since like everyone says to become global talent is important, and it is actually. The meaning of the global talent is known as the people who can play an active part in everywhere in the world. What I would like to talk about today is what exactly kind of people are they, and how can we become like them? You may think the so-called global talents are the people, those people who can speak English fluently enough to work with, or those people who can adapt to new surroundings, the novel surroundings people. Here are examples of them. There might be an old man who runs a souvenir shop in Cappadocia, Turkey. He deals with the tourists in English. He is exactly the person who is capable of speaking English and work with. And there might be a boy who was born in a poor family as a fifth in Bangladesh. And he was sold as a slave to Doha in Qatar at cheap price. He works there fine. He is also a person who can adapt to new surroundings well. Are those old men and boy the people you would label as the global talent? Well, the English ability are important, of course, but they should not be the only requirements to become global talent in true sense. Then, what it is? The professor of the Chicago University, Dr. Kotosaka, the former management consultant in UK, defines there are two types of global talents. The first type of global talents, some claim, the specialists who can conduct their specific jobs and tasks globally. The global specialists know their one job so well that they can make a full use out of all over the world. For example, the accountants can suggest as like following. First, move the cargoes to Singapore and pay the tax there, and after that, write up the contract in the Switzerland, and it can be a completion at a minimum cost. The borderless specialist are the global talents. And the second type of global talents are the people who can perform their own specialties the best, basically the best in the world. For worldly non-conductor, Sehyuk Park, only English he can speak is high. But he can communicate naturally with the foreign members of the orchestra with the music. If we can do something the best, basically the best in the world, you don't even have to speak English or something. What you can do best will be your number range to communicate. The first-class athletes, musicians, designers. These two types of global talents are the people who can play an active part in everywhere in the world. People, in this new era, rapidly, constantly changing era, it is not a mere choice to make to become global talent. It is the necessary obligation for survival. The companies all over the world are seeking for the people who has talent beyond any borders and any affinity for any kind of culture. So if you don't have potential to become global talent, they can find out, they will seek for the others from all over the world. So the competition for jobs will be more and more competitive as time goes by. So important question is, how? How can we become global talent? It must be a hard way to be a global specialist or the best in a certain field. But actually, the way to become global talent is very simple. It is to stay loyal what you really love to do and make the conscious efforts. When we do what we love to do, we become powerful. And if we stick to what we do not love to do, and our will will be broken in the end. The J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter, she came into the spotlight when she was 13. And she had been so cool because even though she loved writing about the adventurous fantasies, but the fantasy never seemed to be popular to do. But eventually, as we all know, the world opened the door. The reason why she could stand the poverty for the long, long time was, as she spoke at Harvard, she simply loved writing. According to analysis of conscious, the clever cannot be trying. The trying cannot be the enjoying. People, if we keep doing what we really love to do, and your love will keep your backs, and that you will be best of it someday, and then the world will claim you. I said lots of things. To sum everything up in one sentence, the global talents are the people who make the world know their rules. According on the gospel, according to Matthew, on 7th chapter, Jesus said, "Knock the door, it shall be open." But I say, do what you really love to do, and you shall hear the door open. Thank you for listening.